People of the internet, I am that Efkin Guy, and this is a podcast. On this podcast, I'll be joined by someone called Nona as we step inside the Lohanverse. Join us as Total Cult Zone presents Our Little Secret.
Imagine this. I'm spending the holidays with my boyfriend's family for the first time. This is for you.
Look, it's a screw top. Fast and easy.
Here we go. He has a lot of family members. Too many to remember. And his sister is also bringing someone.
I want you to meet Logan.
My ex.
Will you?
No, Logan. I will not marry you. It's so great to meet you.
We do this every time. Every time.
Okay, dear Lohan, who art on Netflix, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, blah, blah, blah. How art thou, Nona?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I was like taking a sip of my tea.
Tea and cake?
Tea and cake, yeah.
Always cake.
I freaking love cake.
Continuity. That'll come in handy later.
In 2 weeks' time, when I appear again with another cake that is seemingly the same as the last cake.
Just from the same cake shop, really, isn't it? It's not the same cake.
Do you know what? I did tell my colleagues the other day.
Is it a really big cake?
Well, I told my colleagues the other day at work, for breakfast, I've been having, I won't name the brand, but they're called breakfast biscuits. And I said a life hack is just taking a Sharpie and writing breakfast in front of anything that you want to eat. So I might just start writing breakfast in front of like whatever cake I've bought. It's breakfast cake. It's fine. Life hack.
I mean, a lot of those breakfast bars are just cake these days.
Yeah, this one in particular is like mostly oats. So I think that it's healthy, right? It's healthy.
Yeah, oats are healthy. Has it got sugar in it?
Honey, actually, and dark chocolate chips, Dino. I was incredibly healthy.
Nice. I should point out a couple of weeks back, I got some feedback for one of the episodes where they complained that the episode had been going on for a minute and a half and I was still blabbering on with a mate. Just talking about ourselves rather than talking about the subject of the
Well,
film,
I've just dished out a life hack, so I don't know what more they want.
Yeah, they also said they're unsubscribed or blocked me, so they won't be hearing this anyway. But we've got to get to the point of the episode a lot quicker, apparently.
The point of the episode, Lindsay Lohan.
So we had this planned a while back, and that means I watched it a while back. I can't remember when it was. In November?
It was a long time ago.
It originally come out.
Because it's a Christmas movie.
Yes. How was your Christmas?
Well, I didn't watch a Lohan movie over Christmas, which I wish I had done, because I won't lie, I did really enjoy it. But it was good, actually. How about yourself?
Well, I watched it back then, and I thought I've got to at least listen to it again, like today, because obviously it's a Netflix film. We can listen to them now, get the general gist of it. And I've got my notes to fall back on, and then realised I hadn't actually written down my notes onto the computer. So I had to write them all down and watch it again fully. I enjoyed it better the second time.
Yeah, I was going to say, you make this sound like it was some form of torture, and in reality, like, it probably was really, really good.
Now, the first time was quite painful, I remember. And now I'm watching it again, I'm like, isn't too bad.
It isn't too bad. This is what is actually kind of surprising about it as a film. It isn't too bad. Have we named the film yet? Have we even named it at this point?
That'll be our little secret, Nona.
That is true. Or is that the name of the film? Who knows?
I mean, you forget what the name of the film was the other day.
I did, and then you Googled it and said, ironically.
Had that much of an impact.
It's because remember I watched I don't know if it was Irish Wish that I watched. No, it was the other one where it was another Christmas movie where she was with a guy who was a complete butt, and then she had a head injury that meant she forgot who she was. And I'd forgotten I'd seen that one until we did a previous podcast about Lohan, and it got brought up, and I was like, I'm not sure I've seen that. And then you like told me the synopsis, and I was like, oh no, I have seen that. I have seen that movie. I've just forgotten I've seen that movie.
That would have been Falling for Christmas.
That's the one.
Top of my
Falling
head.
for Christmas.
I remembered it. Not just googled that as well. So this is Our Little Secrets, the final instalment of Lindsay Lohan's Netflix contract. There's been no news it's been extended, or if she's been offered anything else. I suspect she's holding out till Freakier Friday is done and see how that goes, because that might be a big hit, and the career will take off beyond Netflix and streaming movies. So Freakier Friday, how did you think about it yet, or have you seen the trailer?
I have seen the trailer, but it was a long time ago. Because I have been following, at least to some degree, in terms of it being something that is being made. Because I remember there being talk about it. Because Jamie had said that she wanted to make another movie with Lindsay. She'd really enjoyed it. She really enjoyed making that movie with her. She really enjoyed the premise of Freaky Friday. And I'm not surprised there is a second one coming. I'm not sure how it's going to work until I see it.
Yeah, it's a four-way switch with her daughter and stepdaughter. Obviously, I'm guessing there's some sort of conflict there where they don't like each other. And they're switching over with both Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan's characters. I think Jamie Lee Curtis is playing the youngest daughter. Possibly.
I think so, yeah, which I'll be honest with you is an absolute shout because she was so funny in Lindsay's character, like so funny.
Yeah. The daughters are played by Lily Davis and Sophia Hammonds, who I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, me neither. Too old.
And the promotional material is centred slightly around Lohan and Curtis, which is fair enough. I did see Julia Butters is listed in the cast as well, which is actually someone I do know, because she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But I don't think she's one of the daughters.
Honestly, couldn't tell you. I might have to have a quick Google of a face.
She's like top on the cast list, which is odd. I think they're going from appearance in the film. The trailer is fine. It's a trailer. Doesn't tell you everything.
Yeah, it doesn't really tell you a lot at all from what I could see of it.
And that would be Lindsay's first full theatrically released film with her in the leading role in 18 years. So question time.
Oh, God.
What was the last film that got a theatrical release where she was in the leading role?
Oh!
Remember, we did like 3 whole episodes about Lindsay Lohan's career and covered every single film of hers. Which one of those films was the last one in the cinema?
It's going to be something like Just My Luck. Or there was one about her being pregnant, and I can't think what that one was called either.
Labour Pains?
Yeah, Labour Pains. I want to... Was it Herbie? Was Herbie the last one she did? She's done a lot, okay? Like, I
mean, Herbie was the biggest film, well, the last big film she had. After that, everything was pretty much a bomb. No, the last film in the
Other
cinema...
people's opinion.
Box office don't lie.
In other people's opinion. Just My Luck had McFly in it, so...
And where are they now?
Well, apparently one of them was cozying up to someone he shouldn't have done after being in the jungle with her, so... Hard to say. Divorce court, probably.
Last film that got a theatrical release where she was the leading role was I Know Who Killed Me.
That had a theatrical release?
Yes, it did.
How?
Yeah.
I would have thought it would have been Labour Pains. Because that actually wasn't a bad movie.
Just skimming over IMDb now, see which one actually came up first. I Know Kill Me was 2007. Labour Pains 2009. That was 2 years later. Didn't get a theatrical release. Amazingly.
I'm surprised. And shocked. And somewhat appalled. It was a pretty decent... Like, was it ethically okay? No. She pretended to be pregnant.
It was fine. Fine.
It was what? Yeah, it's something that you could put on with your friends over and eat a takeaway and it, like, not be sort of... You didn't really need to concentrate.
So Netflix
Sometimes
film.
you need that. Well, yeah, kind of. but I'm surprised.
In the new Freakier Friday, Chad Michael Murray is back. Looking at his recent credits, found out he played a serial killer in a cheap knockoff biography. Which one was it?
Fuck, I do know this. I can't remember. Oh, I do know this. I can't remember. I'd have to go and look.
Ted Bundy.
Okay, yeah. You see,
America's
it was between... Yeah, it was between him, because I think Zac Efron did as well.
Yeah, he did Dharma, didn't he?
That was it, yeah.
When everyone went, oh, he looks lovely. He looks lovely. I really love him. Oh, maybe Dharma was innocent.
No, the movie's horrific. It was actually really well made as well. I know it got some negative press, but for me personally, I did think it was really well done.
Yeah, wasn't it done from the girlfriend's perspective where she didn't know he was guilty?
Yeah.
So people were sort of like, oh, maybe he wasn't guilty. It's like, yeah.
No, it was very obvious he was, but...
Yeah. Did you know about the penis soup?
I don't think I want to know. I've seen a penis candelabra, so... Chandelier? I didn't even say that right, did I? Candelabra, chandelier. Chandelier was what I wanted to say. See, didn't even want to know. My brain went, absolutely not. Candelabra. Been a long day.
So I think star power wise, Lindsay Lohan her current stand is mid to basic, maybe at the level she was post Herbie and before Just My Luck. Which isn't too bad. Might be on a big comeback. If we're diving into her personal life though, because we did that on the 3 episodes, her dad Michael Lohan, after a string of issues and arrests for felony assaults on his now estranged wife Kate Major, as of last night, is once again in jail for violating a court order.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up there. Her mum, Dina Lohan, was last in the news in 2020 for fleeing the scene of an accident while driving without a licence, and is still under probation for that. And Lindsay herself, still on the up with the film. She's welcomed her first child into the world in 2023. I'm not sure I actually brought this up on the show. I don't know if the show was before she had the baby. Her name is Louis? L-U-A-I. Not sure how that's pronounced. Louis Shamus. Probably wise avoiding the Lohan name.
Yeah, probably.
Not much luck behind it. But she's in a good place.
I think she is.
Let's get on with the film, shall we?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, so it's a Christmas movie.
Yay.
Lindsay Lohan is playing Avery. Ian Harding is playing Logan, and their boyfriend-girlfriend at this point in time. And that point in time is 2014. So long ago now. Do you remember what happened in 2014?
I don't even remember what happened this morning.
I'm trying to think back to 2014. I don't remember either. It's a long time ago.
It's one of those things like, you know, like when they joke about it all the time on social media about when you check a person's ID and the fact that anyone born sort of, I think it's like after 2000 and it'll be 2007 is now 18. And the fact that like that kind of hurts quite a lot. Like millennium babies are now 25. It's one of those, it's that feeling of like, that's 11 years, but it doesn't feel like 11 years ago. Yeah,
I'm currently working with people in the security industry where I'm saying about, I started work 2 weeks before 9/11. And they were like, yeah, I was born 2 years after 9/11.
Yeah, I won't lie. I was sat in an art room doing my art GCSEs. So, but it's still, I still at least remember where I was. It wasn't a twinkle in somebody else's eye situation.
Yeah, so it's 2014. She's leaving to do a job in London. Like one of those jobs you do and you don't need to explain anything. But, you know, her boyfriend stand behind. The old people in the family are proud, you know, proud.
Just proud.
You made your daddy proud.
You're gonna be so proud.
Proud?
Proud.
To stop her from going, her boyfriend Logan proposed at the Christmas party, or going away party. Bit of a dick move. What
I
do you
don't know.
reckon? Is it romantic?
I'm not a fan of public proposals. So there is part of me that does find that a bit of a dick move.
Yeah, and like she's got a career and she's going away for the career. And he's
Yeah.
doing to stop her going.
Yeah, that part is a selfish move. If it was really just about him, he wouldn't have made it public.
Yeah, and he's also drunk at this point in time. And it sets the whole scene up. You kind of got an idea what's happening. But then we go into the intro of the film where they have like an animated recap of all the things that happened since 2014. A lot of things have happened since 2014. You know, pandemic, lockdown, mask mandates, certain people becoming president, an incident happening when someone else become president. Major events you think would be maybe recapped in a movie recapping 2014 to 2024. I'm going to challenge you now. Name 5 things from this recap.
I don't think I can because I don't remember.
You watched it a few days ago. You don't remember any of them.
No.
Come on, get 5.
I told you I don't even remember what happened this morning. Like, I'd be surprised if I could name 5 things that I did today.
Okay, so the big events, according to this film, Our Little Secret, a Netflix production, the biggest things that happened since 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge, Hamilton breaking the Broadway record, same-sex marriage being approved. I don't know where that was, probably in America somewhere, because I'm pretty sure we've had it longer than that. A photo of Pluto, not sure what's going on. Possibly put a joke in about Uranus here. The greatest notes. Something about American sports. Beyond Burgers being sold in stores. Stranger Things being the most streamed TV show. Netflix. Moonlight winning the best Oscar. Harry and Meghan getting married. The soccer team being stuck underground. Remember that one?
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. Notre Dame burning down.
Don't remember that.
The first image of a supermassive black hole. VR launching. The launch of the Cybertruck. Or the Swastika.
I'd rather not remember that.
Greta Thunberg Person of the Year. Bernie Sanders and his mittens.
Actually, that is one of my favourite recaps, actually. I'm glad that was brought up.
Something having the biggest opening weekend somewhere, I'm not sure what, because we already had Hamilton, so it's not that. NFTs sweeping the art world. Fuck off and fuck off again. I'm pretty sure at this point in time NFTs were dead in the ground already at this point. I don't know why it's in now. Perseverance rover on Mars. The ship stuck in the Suez Canal.
I do remember that.
Yeah. It's one of those, I don't know when it was, but
I remember the memes. That's all I remember.
Squid Game being the biggest Netflix series. Yep, Netflix again. William Shatner in space. Prince Charles as king. ChatGPT and AI has arrived. Argentina winning the World Cup. Twitter becomes X. Fuck off again. Self-driving cars and Taylor Swift is in her era's era. Those are the most important things according to Our Little Secret, this Netflix production.
It screams white person.
This whole film screams white person.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but that really does. It really, really does. I've never been more aware of myself.
Yeah, there's lots of ass-kissing of the whole AI and Elon Musk in the intro, which I'm pretty sure they're regretting now.
I mean, probably, but you know,
Possibly.
you can't take things back. That's just how it is, Netflix. You
Yep.
can't take it back.
Yep, so we fast forward to 2024, catch up with Avery and Logan. Avery's dating Cameron, who's a bit of a bro. He's swimming in Bitcoin, very successful, and she hasn't met his mother. They're going to meet her at the Christmas party, which is happening later that day. But does she know that Cameron's sister, Cassie, is dating Logan? This causes the awkward moment where they're introduced to each other at the party by the mother of the family, played by Kristen Chenoweth. It's always great to see in a film. And yeah, that's the entire film, really. Our little secret is the fact that Avery, Lindsay Lohan, doesn't want the family to know that she used to date Logan.
Because that would be an actual disaster.
Yeah, this film could have been avoided if they just went, yeah, we used to date many years ago.
It could have, but at the same time, there would have been a whole other movie with everyone freaking out and going, but what happened? Why are you not together anymore? What was wrong with each other? Why did... And so, you know, that would have been a Dr. Phil episode more than a movie.
It's just like, oh, they used to date. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how it would have gone down. Like, given what I do know about the characters, like, since obviously we saw how Cassie, who was Logan's partner, was just quite high maintenance in some ways, and how if she'd have known, she would have had 20 billion questions. And Cameron, I think, was just an asshole, but that's just my personal opinion on the character of Cameron. And then whoever it was, their younger brother, I can't remember his name now.
They don't begin with C, didn't they?
The only reason I can't remember his name is because I was watching this actually with my eldest, and we kept referring to him as Cody Rhodes because that's who he looks like.
Callum.
Almost there.
Yeah.
You know,
Callum.
it begins with a C. Yeah, he looked so much like Cody Rhodes. It was insane. So every time he appeared, we'd go, Cody's back, or just start going, whoa, in the middle of just every single scene he appeared in.
Yeah, because that was one of the jokes, that all the names begin with C, but then the dog's name doesn't begin with C. But wouldn't it have been funny if the dog's name began with C?
I can't remember what the dog's name was.
Bob. Frank.
Oh,
Kevin? I can't remember.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. What was the dog freaking called? I remember the dog, but I can't remember the name. I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible to remember anything. This is like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the general idea of the movie. It's a farce, so, and we got to get 90 minutes out of this concept. So there you go.
It was a farce, but the casting was actually really good in terms of who they had. They had the head teacher from Mean Girls. They had Turk's wife from Scrubs. And Kristen, who is an actual legend. She's a legend. No one is ever going to take, I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like when I actually looked up to see what movies she'd been in and TV shows she'd been in, I was surprised that I hadn't seen her in more.
Well, she's more stage, isn't she?
I think that's probably it. Yeah, she's a Broadway star, right? But I still was surprised because she's just so good. She's so good.
She was a little bit wasted in this because she wasn't given much.
No, she just had to play mummy, didn't she?
Yeah, which does have possibly the best joke in the film. I think this is the whole Netflix thing of having to describe stuff to people who are not watching it. And it's the fact they're going through the portraits of the family that gets done every year. And the family, everyone gets older. Dad gets older, the kids grow up. But she looks exactly the same all the way through it. And she's
that part is funny.
She's walking through the thing and it's like, that's quite funny. And then she has to explain the joke. It's like, you didn't need to do that. But then it's Netflix,
Yeah.
You have to explain it.
Yeah, true. True.
And I think that's the worst sin in the film, though. I think the worst sin is Chris Parnell's the vet. And Chris Parnell is funny and everything. Even if he's got the tiniest part.
Yes.
He's great. And in this, he's just the paycheck.
Yeah, I feel that because I do feel like some of the people that you are used to seeing in really funny roles are wasted.
Yeah,
And it's a
Netflix
shame.
script.
Yeah, because in reality, they could have had much bigger roles and been absolutely hilarious. Tim Meadows, he was the headmaster or principal in Mean Girls. Guy is generally very funny. And yeah, he got a bit at the end, really. That was kind of the most that you saw of him. but the dude is hilarious.
I think that's the general thing because it wasn't bad. It just had so much they could have done with the people they had, and even
Yeah.
the concept like being it's a farce. Okay, fair enough. You could have solved it with one line, but you can make something funny with it. And there's bits in it which you don't expect, where you have like the parents having an affair.
Yes,
And the
yeah.
younger brother finds out about it and kind of blackmails them. He could have done a lot more with that, but yeah, they just kind of nothing. Eh.
Yeah. Yeah, because we could have known about that earlier rather than again near the end.
Yeah, that would have made it more stuff you could have worked with. That it's right at the end, and okay, that's kind of interesting, and then it comes out that she knows about it all anyway. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone's watched it already, and it's been forgotten.
Yeah, so we're just giving you a recap.
Yeah, it's a contractual agreement we have to do every Lohan film now.
That is true. Like Freaky Friday 2. Oh my gosh, I am excited. That is going to be an episode.
We'll do a proper thing for that. I'll do a proper quiz as well. But yeah, this is one of those. It's much like the last Netflix film, where it's just there. Things happen. It's not the worst thing ever. I think it was better than Irish Wish. It's less cringeworthy.
It is less cringe. The jokes land a little more.
The AI isn't so obvious.
Yeah.
Like with the last one, Irish Wish felt so much like AI wrote it, and this one, I picked up on one lines here and there, and you're like, oh, that's obviously setting up for that. But then the first time I watched it, I didn't notice that line. So when it comes to the joke, you're like, what?
I felt like this one also felt more sincere than Irish Wish, if that makes sense. Like, and when I say sincere, I don't know if it was just because like Ian Harding did a pretty decent job of coming across in a way that like, he cared about Avery. He cared about like, obviously, and it was just unfortunate circumstances that they broke up, really. Because it looked like if they'd actually spoken to each other, it might have worked. And it came across, and I don't know if it is just because like the bucket has been in the dregs when it has come to these Netflix movies, that this particular one came across at least in a way that didn't feel like I'd wasted my time. I could put this on with my friends here and have a takeaway and chill and chat and know that that film would still be enjoyable enough. Is it the best movie in the world? No, absolutely not. But it at least is entertaining enough. So it's weird. I don't know how to, like, it is a sincere thing. I genuinely felt like he cared, whereas in other movies, that's not always come across. And again, I don't know how much of that is Ian Harding, who played Logan's acting skill as it sort of went along. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, because I think he was a more sympathetic character in it because Avery is kind of self-obsessed a lot of the time, and she's kind of annoying.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't pick up too much with the girl who was with Cassie. High maintenance. I'm like, I don't think she really deserved by being dumped at the end of it, but then she wasn't annoying enough.
I don't know if that's just because I've been round girls like her that I found her a little annoying. But again, that is props to the actress who played her. She was always like disappearing off on her phone and do you know what I mean? Like things that in reality, if I had to be around that type of person, I'd be incredibly drained.
Yeah, fair enough. So where does this film stand in the Lohanverse?
I mean, it beats Herbie, but that's because I didn't enjoy Herbie, and I think I made that incredibly vocal. It's hard because there's a lot of films. There are some Lohan films I still watch as comfort movies. This one could potentially become a movie that I put on to fall asleep to, that would fall under the same categories, just because I know what's going to happen, and I enjoy it enough for it to be entertaining, but not too much that I would stay awake to watch it. So So maybe just underneath Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen for me. Maybe just my luck, somewhere around there.
No, it's pretty high.
Yeah.
I mean, it's above chapter 27, I'm guessing.
Please, I've looked through like all of her movies today, and I was like, "There's a reason I've not watched this, isn't there?"
Yeah. Okay, until the next time on Freakier Friday. I think this is another chapter of Lindsay Lohan's life done. Where can we find you online?
I'm on Blue Sky. Nona Goth.
Yay!
Two Fs because we're British. We don't say goth with a th. We say goth with two Fs.
As always, totalquarterzone.com for all my stuff. All my other podcasts on there where I blabber on for more than a minute and a half with a friend about a film. If you like that kind of thing, check them out.
Nice little motley laugh in there.